Okay, this is my second video using a whiteboard, so I apologize if I seem a bit odd with this. But hello, my name is Tim Chan. I create videos to try to help artists of our generation to try to just be better people. Okay, now today's video is going to be about the importance of basically the three aspects of. You would think this would be like kung fu, but then this could be applied to everything. And I genuinely, I do believe that this will be incredibly important for our artists such as yourself. Okay, this is the three things. All right, so this is art. Okay, I'm basically going to create for you like a skill tree. Okay, now there are three things you need to work on. You need to focus on. Okay, to make sure that what you're creating is going to be good. Okay, now every single person, I don't care who you are, every single person has to start at the body. This sounds really complex. This sounds weird, right? Because you're thinking, I play an instrument, I play piano. Why do I have to focus on my body? Well, the thing is, if you're unconfident, I don't know if that's a word. If you're unconfident in your own body, if you're scared of people because you're weak, all right? If you're tired, if you hate getting up out of bed because your body literally feels weak, how do you think that's going to affect your art? What do you think you are saying to yourself mentally without you really knowing it? Okay, it shows that you don't really respect yourself that much. All right, I apologize if you're offended by that, but sometimes we do need someone to tell you this. Okay, now I'm surprised as well if you've gotten this far. I know it's only a minute and 50 seconds, but if you've gotten this far, that's good. That means you really want to change things for yourself. Okay, so good on your focus as well. Okay, try to stay watching this video instead of scrolling down to the comments as well. All right, it's going to be better for you. All right, and it's also kind of good for me. So you need to work on your body. Okay, first and foremost at every single level. Okay, so with your body you can do very simple things. Okay, first of all, exercise if you can. Okay, just to start yourself off, you already know what exercises really are like. Okay, but to start something off, okay, what I just want you to do, I want you to incorporate just walking. Okay, do walks. Okay, that's all it is. Can you walk every day? Maybe walk for just 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, that's it. It's a super easy thing to do. You don't even sweat, you just walk. Okay, and then because you've gotten your body moving, okay, maybe after a week or two, maybe think about doing some exercises after that. Okay, or better yet, which I think is amazing for artists because we like to focus onto something and we like to be creative, choose a sport. Okay, with a sport you're actually honing your body to do an art. It's called martial arts, right? Combat sports is martial arts. Okay, you're moving your body in a way that actually expresses yourself, right? That's probably one of the reasons why instead of lifting weights, all right, I never really enjoyed that kind of thing. I really enjoyed something like gymnastic rings. Okay, if you never heard of that before, you search up gymnastic rings Olympics onto YouTube. You'll see these crazy like routines where people are basically being Spider-Man. Okay, it's very artistic. Okay, let's say even like a combat sport or even like skateboarding. It could be anything. Okay, those are arts. Okay, you'll find a lot of enjoyment in that and you'll find yourself wanting to research more into it. Okay, this is really fun. So then you basically, to work on your body, you can also do sports. That is what I found that I really enjoyed. Okay, and I think you might enjoy it as well, especially if you've gone this far with this video. Okay, do some sports. All right, you can jump in and out of like some sports. If you find one that you really enjoy, stick to it. Okay, see where it gets you. Okay, and you'll be working your body, you'll become healthier. Okay, like even your parents, do you think your parents are going to get mad at you for being fitter? Like, oh no, my son wants to go to the gym. No parent has ever said that, have they? All right, if they see their son or their daughter literally just getting stronger, okay, or going outside more, they're going to be happy about that. But they're also doing like music as well or art, just anything, they're going to be happy. Okay, so that's body done. Second, okay, mind. Your mind, your mental. Okay, what does your mental say to you? Okay, now each of these three things, okay, so I haven't written the top one, but I just need to remind you, each of these things affect each other. Okay? Your body affects your mind, but your mind also affects your body. Okay? Because I'm not even kidding you. There was literally a study where and you won't believe me, all right? But they had two groups of people, all right? So one group of people had to train. It was to do with basketball, all right? They shot their shots, all right? And they trained like 2 hours for a week, okay? They had the other group just thinking about shooting their shots for 2 hours a week, all right? Now, they both did the exact same when it came to actually playing. Isn't that crazy? How the mind can affect the body in that way. Even though you'd think, oh, the body has to do this, the mind can also affect it, okay? So basically, to work on your mind, okay, it's really important, because when you're doing art, okay, do you really want to have all these dark thoughts around you, okay? It can really color everything that you do, okay? You might not realize it now. A lot of people are just at this stage, okay? Some people might not be at this stage. The last stage is going to be kind of tricky, okay? But the mind, okay? You want to make sure that what you're creating is going to be benefiting not just yourself, but also other people, okay? But first and foremost, it should be benefiting yourself. But the mind, all I want you to do, it doesn't have to be meditation. Meditation is amazing, but I would suggest for you to do something called gratitude journaling, okay? Gratitude journaling. It is very simple, okay? All it is literally just writing down a few things that you're grateful for, okay? Let's ask you, okay? Maybe you can put down in the comments, what are you grateful for today? It can be anything, okay? I just had dinner, so I would say I am grateful for my mom cooking dinner. It was really, really good, and she made my favorite dish. I think it's called water egg in English. I don't know what the actual English translation of it is. It's like a water egg. That's the best translation I've got, right? But I loved it. It was amazing, and I even said to her before I started eating, "Thank you," before I ate. Okay. What do you think that's gonna do to you? It makes you like happier already. Even me seeing that, I feel happier. Okay, and that is gonna affect how I create art as well, and how I see myself, okay? Because art is going to be all self-expression, isn't it? It's about how you express yourself. A lot like combat sports, it's how you express yourself, okay? But in art, it's very, very important, because it's a bit like a diary, journaling, okay? If you ever written a song before, or a short story, or even just like painting, you'll understand what I mean. You're terrified of showing someone what you've created, because it's like showing this version of yourself, even though it's just paint on the canvas or words on a page, okay? Or it can transcend us into these levels that you never would have thought would have been possible, okay? Which is one of the reasons why I love art, okay? It speaks to everyone at such a profound level, okay? But first of all, yes, just to wrap it up, first of all, we got the body, and you got the mind. To work on the body, you can walk, okay? But I would say do sports or exercises, okay? Pick a sport, honestly. All right, you'll find something that you really enjoy, okay? You just gotta kind of look for it, all right? The mind, just do gratitude journaling, okay? The mind can very easily taint what you create, okay? Last one, which is something that a lot of artists will really struggle with, okay? And by the way, if you've gotten this far to the video, well done, okay? You really want to improve yourself, that's a really, really good thing. I'm quite proud of you. There's not a lot of people that would have gone this far, especially if they haven't checked the comments, okay? So, mind, body, last one, spirit. Okay, if you guessed it correctly, well done. But basically, you've got spirit. Spirit is kind of hard to explain, isn't it? Because the mind and spirit is kind of like, oh, what you're thinking. Both of them are quite similar, okay? But spirit is basically why you do something. And in art, it's a lot harder to see that kind of thing. You're creating, it's just words on a page, right? It's just a melody in the air. It's just a dance, isn't it? But spirit means a lot more, okay? Spirit, it can quite literally, for you, You might have in your heart, and I have this in my heart as well, whatever I want to create, I want to help people. Okay? Or at the very least, I want to help myself. Okay, which is how a lot of people actually create art. They try to use art to almost calm themselves down, to put themselves onto the canvas, and then through that, other people can kind of find answers to that. It doesn't have to be something super deep, okay? But they can understand it. It doesn't even have to be lyrics, okay? It's something that they can just enjoy, to escape to, okay? But I can create another video about that. It can be very, very detrimental to focus too much into art, okay? Because it's not going to be good for you to escape all the time. It's a bit like playing too many video games or eating too much ice cream. That's unhealthy, obviously, okay? But spirit, now this is going to be the hardest thing to focus on, okay? Because it asks you the big questions, okay? Why do you want to create, okay? For you, it could just be to help yourself. It could be to make money, okay? But the thing is, those kind of things, like let's say to make money, to be famous, it all wraps up to the same point, which is, why do you really want to create it in your own heart? And I know I sound like a philosopher and all that right now, but I promise you, it takes you back to this very moment, okay? Because anything you do, let's say you wanted to be a doctor because you wanted to make a lot of money. But then the thing is, if your goal was actually to make a lot of money, you could have been an author. You could have been a world-class engineer. I don't know how much money they actually make, but basically you could have gone into any career, and at a certain level you could have made a lot of money, or at a certain level you could have been really famous. Any profession, as long as you're good in it and dedicated in it, you are going to be famous or make a lot of money, or the both. Very likely the both, genuinely. But the spirit asks you the biggest questions. Why? Okay? Now, I am actually, for me, I would consider this channel to be kind of my spirit, all right? I want to help other artists, okay? I kind of create these videos on the fly, all right? I planned this out maybe 5-10 minutes ago, and I'm putting down every single bit of wisdom that I have to you, because I want to help artists, okay? I want to make sure that the next generation isn't going to be putting everyone else down, because art, the thing is, like with music, with media as well, media can be art, or it is art, because that's why we love like movies and all that, okay? Because it's like storytelling, all right? But songs are kind of like storytelling. I'm getting off topic. Basically, things like songs, it runs in your head all the time, especially if you really enjoy it. And typically there's always going to be lyrics, ideas to go along with it. You keep hammering someone away with those kind of ideas, what do you think is going to happen to them? The minds are going to start to absorb those ideas, aren't they? They just will. Some people can just vibe with it, all right? But eventually everyone always has like some level of, oh, I kind of like this idea because I vibe with it, okay? That will always be the case. And that type of power, okay? You might not think, oh, that's not a lot, okay? But to even like tip the tides in one way, even slightly, is so powerful. It's like the power of a king, okay? That is an extremely powerful tool to have. It's like a weapon, okay? To influence a lot of people towards a certain thing, okay? But I sincerely hope that whatever you do create at least helps someone, even if it's just yourself, okay? Just help someone. And I swear it has to be, I know there's gonna be a lot of people, I know for me when I was younger, when I wanted to help other people more than I helped myself. I swear to you, if you're like that, it will lead to a road of self-destruction. Okay, I'm telling you this because I want to help you. Okay, I want to help artists. You want to help yourself first before you help others. Okay, but for spirits, I need you to ask yourself, why? Okay, you can only get to spirit once you've gotten body and mind. Okay, and then what your mind is going to start to do is asking yourself, why do I create? Okay, you might already be creating and you might have gone pretty far, okay, but you'll know in your heart why. Okay, you'll be asking yourself that. I can't exactly answer this for you, okay? This is something that you have to do for yourself. It can be to help children grow into being good citizens, okay? It can be something quite complex, quite specific. It's usually because of something that you've kind of grown up with, maybe to do with trauma, okay? But the spirit is like your ultimate mission. Why do you create? Okay? Typically it's to help people, but why exactly? Where? Okay? Hopefully this is helpful. Okay? Body, mind, spirit. Okay? Now, I know I'm like a math teacher right now, okay? But I'm like philosophical and all that. But I genuinely do hope this is helpful to you. I know this is a super long video, 16 minutes long. If you've gotten this far, I have to thank you. It's been amazing to be able to show you this kind of thing for 16 minutes as well. Especially you sat through it all and paid attention. Okay, thank you so much. If you have learned anything from this, or if you have learned anything from this, just let me know in the comments. I want to answer to you, or even just give me any ideas. Like, what do you think spirit is, or what is your definition of the spirit? Okay, because this is extremely important to the generation of artists for today, because I can see it going down in a dark path. But if we're here to do something about it, then that won't be the case. Okay, we'll be the antithesis. All right, so yes, if it was helpful, you can leave a comment down below saying how it helps you. You can leave a like, maybe leave a dislike if you want. All right, subscribe. And I also, you don't need to do it, I also offer one-to-one like coaching. You don't have to do it at all though, okay? Basically, if this video really helps you, I can work with you one-to-one. Okay, it's up to you. All right, but let me know. I will see you later. Bye bye.